Hello guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. In the previous video, we have discussed about the HTML forms list as well as tables. In this video, we are going to discuss about the CSS and also we will be discussing about the divs, classes and IDs. Okay, without any further delay, let's get started to our video. Okay guys, before starting CSS, first we will discuss about the div tags. Okay, div tag is nothing but it is like a division or a section. For example, div tag is used by the tag name div, and inside that we can write like any paragraphs. And now we will save it and we will open it with the live server. Now here you can see this is the div, and here we cannot see any changes before the div and after the div. Now we will discuss about the classes here. Class is nothing but it is a attribute and is also often used to point a class name in the style sheet. And another way, it is also used by JavaScript to access and manipulate these elements with the specific class names. Okay, if you don't have idea about the class name, for example, let us assume this div class name as paras, like para. Assume that we will create a style sheet here. To mention the class name, we should use dot and forwarding the class name, that is para, and we will make background color as this one, and we will save it. And here you can see only for this div it is applying. Now I will copy some three paragraphs and I will paste it outside the div. Now okay, now we'll save it. Now if you see, the styling is only applied for the div part or not for this part. Okay, now we'll see what is id. We'll create another div and we'll create headings here, and we'll make id as heading. And to add stylings to our headings, first should have hashtag and followed by the id name, that is heading. And we'll make it as color as it is color as blue here. Okay, now we can see that the headings with id heading is color blue, but we'll copy some other headings and we'll paste it outside the div. Now we can see this styling is not applied for these headings because it is outside the div. Okay, there is a question like what is the difference between the id and the class. First of all, the id should be unique, and we should not use the single id, that is same id for the different divs. If you use heading id in this html page, then in this html page you should not use this heading once again. It should be unique. Okay, the difference is like this class name can be used by the multiple elements, but when it comes to id it should be unique and it should not be used by multiple times. Okay, now we'll look at the css part. First of all, I'll remove all this body and I'll remove all this part. I'll just create one heading here, that is heading 1, and I'll create one new file, that is css file. I'll make it as styles.css, and the syntax of the css will be like, first we should type a selector here and open bracket and close bracket, and inside the selector first it will be a property colon and the value. We'll comment it out. To comment it out, just select all the things that which you have to comment and press Ctrl and forward slash, then it will be commented out. Now the selector is nothing but the element name. Here if you take this h1 is also element name. So first type the element name here, and the property there are many types of properties. First one is we'll take as a background color, and the value is like I'll make it as blue violet, and I will save. Now here we can see the changes is not applying because we have created the style sheet, that is CSS file, and we have added the properties and values, but we haven't linked this style sheet to our HTML file. To link it, I'll make it above the title. To link it, just click the link and press enter. Here it is relating to style sheet, and H reference refer to the style sheet which we have created. Here we can see that style.css. Now I will save it. Now you can see the background color is blue violet. The styling is applying. Now we have seen the styling applied for the tag name. This is nothing but the tag name. Now we will see applying the styling for the class attribute. We can also apply the class attributes for the tag names also. First create a para and make as class name as para, and this is a para with class equal to para. I'll say it. Now as I said before, to mention the class name we should use dot class name, and color is like I'll use the blue color, and I will save. Here you can see this is in the blue color. Now we will create a para with id para, or we'll create a with id1 or id para. Okay, we'll get this is a para with id equals to id para, and we'll save it, and we'll go to style sheet and we'll add styling to the id para. Make sure that for the class it should be dot, and for the ids it should be hashtag, and we'll make background color as yellow, and we'll save it. Here you can see for this it is yellow. Now we'll create a div here, and we'll make a para inside the div, and we'll make it id as, or we'll make it class as div1, and also we'll make another h1 heading one here, heading inside div. Okay, now to add the styling to this paragraph which is inside the class div, go to the style sheet, and as it is a class, so put a dot here followed with the class name, that is div1, and we want styling to the paragraph which is inside the, so add the tag name here, and we'll make color as not column, it is color as, we'll make it as green here. We'll save it. Now if you observe clearly, the color of this paragraph is in the green. If you observe clearly, the styling is applied only for the paragraph, not for the heading, because here we have mentioned only for the paragraph. Okay, now what we are going to do is, suppose create a para. This is a para. I'll create 2 to 3 paras, and for the third para I'll make class name as, or I'll make id as para 3. Now we want to apply only styling for this para which has id para 3. So just hashtag para 3, and we'll make color as, we'll make it as a brown color here, and if we save, here you can see the only the third para is colored here in the brown color. And also here there are some additional styles here. Suppose let us make background color as aqua here, and we'll save it. And here if you see the background color is aqua. Now here there is one style called on hover. This means when the mouse is hovered on this paragraph 3, then the background should be the aqua color. Here if you see it is now blank. When mouse is hovered on this, then the coloring is applied, the background color and the color is applied. Okay, now when if we remove the cursor from the para, then the coloring is as usual. On hover it will be changing, when it will be default. Still there are many types, we'll discuss in the further videos in the projects. Okay, now we'll discuss about the CSS box model. That is, to explain about the margins, padding and borders, we should explain the CSS box model. Before that, we'll open the paint here. Okay, assume that you have created a div. Assume that this is a div, and inside the div you have written one heading h1 heading. I'll make it in the center. Okay, this is nothing but the heading element. Now if you have given border to this heading, assume that this is the border which you have given to this element. Here this distance is nothing but the width, and this distance is nothing but the height. Okay, assume that this is the element which you have created, and this distance from the heading and the border is called the padding. I'll write it as padding. Similarly, the distance between the border and the div is called the margin here. If you don't get it, we'll see it with example here. Similarly, this is called top margin, this is called bottom margin, this is called margin left, this is called margin right. Similarly, for the padding, this is called padding top, padding bottom, padding right, padding left, and we'll remove all this. Suppose you have created a div, I will make it as class as div1, and you have created a element h1 heading with heading. Okay, we'll remove all these styles here. First, we'll call this class name div1 here. First, we'll give border for this element here. Border is like, we'll give 1 pixel, 1 pixel width, and we'll make it as solid, and we'll make it as color as black here. If we save, here we can look that the heading has a border with black color with solid and 1 pixel. Now we'll try to apply padding for this element. We'll make padding as 25 pixel. Here you can see that padding is between the heading element and the border. Now let us apply margin, and we'll see difference between the padding and margin here. We'll apply margin and we'll make it as 50 pixels here. Now if you see, the distance between the border and the main div is the margin, and distance between the element and this border is the padding. Now I hope you have got idea difference between the padding and the margin. Okay, now we learn about the distances here. Here in padding we have given the distance as 25 pixels. There are different ways to give the distance. One is the pixels, and you can also give the millimeters, and here we can also give, like, there are many types, that is, one is centimeters. You can also give the inches here. Okay, these pixels, millimeters, centimeters are all absolute distance, but when it comes to relative distance, the first one is em is nothing but the, if you give as 2 em, that means the 2 times the element's current font size. I will remove margin for this. Now I will save it, and you can see here the distance is good. And the other one is like rem. The rem is nothing but like 3 times the root element's current font size. You can see it is looking good. Instead of padding, there are still many font styles, like, see, you can see that is like padding left, padding right, padding top, padding bottom. And when it comes to margin also, there will be like margin top, margin left, margin right. In this way there are many styles, we just want to play. Okay, in this way there are still many styles that we can apply, like many properties and many values are there here. But it takes more time to explain each and every property. So what I'm going to do is I'll be stopping here, and if I have missed any styles or any properties, I'll be discussing it in the project. Okay, in the next video what we are going to do is we will take a small website as an example, and we will create that website using the HTML and CSS, and later on we'll study the bootstrap and we'll try to apply the bootstrap to the website, and we'll see difference between before applying the bootstrap and after applying the bootstrap. And if you really like my video, please subscribe to my YouTube channel and don't forget to hit the like button. And if you have any doubts, please comment it in the comment section, and we'll meet in the next video. Thanks for watching.